I guess it is the two of us. We'll make this whole episode a giant chig chat. How does that sound, Mr. Lark Shadow?
Yeah, I was gonna say everyone else had already checked in and can't make it, so it is just the two of us.
Yeah. So, yeah. Do you prefer Lark Shade, Lark Shadow, or Carrot Boy?
The carrot boy. So I am going to change it back to Lark Shade. All of this around's a joke I did on Twitch in one of the Twitch communities and streamers I follow, where I had
Okay.
changed it to Lark Shadow as a joke, and it turns out you can only change your name every 6 months. So now I'm stuck with it for a little bit.
You've been Lark Shadow in the Discord for as long as I've known you. 5 years, 6 years we're going on.
But and literally everywhere else, though, I've been Lark Shade. That's the joke, is that I couldn't make up my freaking mind.
That doesn't surprise me at all. There's not enough medication in the world for that.
Yeah, I'm
Um,
trying, man.
no, no, I get it. I get it. Well, let me do the quick intro thing. It is the 12th of February 2026.
3312.
All right. Is it a 12-in? Is that what you...
Well, then I'm not saying
Chuckleheads
12.
decided?
I will
Okay, thank God.
fight Blooming Wind to the death on that.
Outstanding. Outstanding. I agree with you. He's worth fighting. He's probably got good lawyers, though, so make sure you're on the right side of it.
Probably. Yeah.
Well, everybody can hear. It's just me and the Lark Shadow.
Oh, what up,
Everybody else
everybody out there? Chig, how the frick has your week been going? You said you're not feeling well.
yeah, I've got whatever this chest cold thing that's going around is. So if I sound a little congested, it is because I am. If I start coughing, I'll try to mute my mic as quickly as possible.
You're good.
Been
We've already
playing the
had it
game
in
a
our
lot.
house. My wife's fighting it off still.
Yeah, well, that was like last week. I think Adaxius had it, or the week before. I don't remember. But that guy's
Yeah.
got a different sickness every single week, it seems.
It's going around, man.
I think it's his is more psychological, I believe, but it is what it
yeah,
is.
there is that. Yeah.
What have you been up to?
I
It's been
have
a few weeks,
actually
2 weeks since you've been on?
yeah, it has been a couple weeks since I've been
Okay,
on.
so what's happened in those 2 weeks?
And the reason I haven't been on is because of everything I've been saying about work. It's the busy season, and I just only have so much emotional and awakeness bandwidth, and that's what it comes down to.
Uh,
And I've been about tapped out, man. But when I have been playing Elite, I actually gave in and got the Type 11, and am willing to say I was completely wrong about it. This ship is awesome.
well, aren't you used to just being wrong? I think you purposely are wrong most of the time, aren't you?
It's called self-sabotage, and I'm working on that.
Okay, yeah. Actually, I jotted some things down on the old notepad here, and that was one to talk about the Type 11 a little bit. I know that you got it, so we'll get to that after the other normal opening stuff. So I take it you've been mining.
I have been mining my brains out, both for fun, profit, and the magical third power play, because it's been helping undermine the system we've been working on.
Yeah.
And going to the squad thing, do you want to do the sound effect for it, or shall I?
Squadron update. Go for it. Tell us what's happening with the
That's one
squadron.
of the OG ones. So the squadron update is, we don't have much of a squadron update other than we're still working in Alexandrinus. This is sort of a combo squad power play update. So
I thought
it is
we
average
weren't
size.
supposed to talk about Fight Club. Is that I don't never
I
mind.
thought it didn't matter if we were talking about it or not.
Okay. Fair enough.
I could be wrong. If I am, I'm sure I'll get yelled at. So I mean,
being yelled at, no big deal.
yeah, exactly.
Okay.
But moving into the average size power play thing, relic supply, and this is all thanks to Kruger again for cycle 67. The relic supply is back down to normal, and the hangover sets in. You can't always hang on to all those systems you require. He says it's been an interesting cycle with the usual suspects missing in action. Archer actually had the best week post relics, adding the most systems, including 10 fortified and stronghold. Holy crap. Kaine and Winters followed up with 7 new systems. Athleen suffered the most with only 1 and lost a stronghold and a fortified system. Meanwhile, Antal and Patreus also hit this week, with Antal losing 4 systems and Patreus 3. Kruger seems to think FDev has it out for the hippies over at the Dream Communion.
Of course.
I'd believe it. He doesn't have
Don't we
blue
all?
hair. So,
Yeah.
yeah. Just saying.
Yeah. So that's so blue haired is still winning the galaxy. Is that what you're saying?
Basically, yeah. Because they have the most people.
Okay.
And it turns
Okay.
out that's a really big factor in power play.
Interesting. Yes. Well, that's in any game, really. Numbers help a
Right.
lot. I actually was thinking about having Benevin on tonight just so he can tell us, all of their secret plans and what it's
Yeah,
like
we really
working for
should do that. That's a great
for the
idea.
yeah, what it's like working for the, most populous instead of the what's our guy, the frat boy? Is that ours?
Frat
I don't
boy,
really.
yes, the
Okay,
corporate frat boy.
that's what you guys call him. All right, I don't really
Where
do a lot of
whereas
power play.
Antal is the corporate hippie.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's where I'm catching up a little bit. Interesting. Interesting. Okay. So is that it for power play and squadron update?
Yeah, there isn't much of a squadron update. If you do want to see or want more information like orders, so forth, for the Loose Screws Squadron, BGS, that can be found in the Loose Screws faction channel in our Discord, where Blooming Wind so kindly keeps that up. And moving on to the dev news, which I'm actually excited about this because fashion is endgame in every game. Outfits and armor are on sale. All of them 60% off, it looks like. And
Really?
yeah, and having here, I'll shoot you a link in the disco. And having looked them over, there's a bunch that I don't have that I think I want. So yeah.
How much? Okay. Do you know the exchange rate on these things? I don't even know. What is 4,000 arcs? I see these
Force
outfits.
that flip. I don't know offhand. Hold on. Game store, blah blah blah. Buy arcs.
And I mean, we're talking arcs to dollars, not
So
arcs to
5,000 arcs
quid.
is $3.99. Just to put that in perspective.
5,000, you said, is 399.
Yep.
Okay, so
And many of these, there's still some that are like 10,000, 10,200, but many of these are like 3,120, 3,120, 3,930. Like they are really, really slashed on price.
yeah. So well, I mean,
So,
like the Nomad Liaison pack is 10,000, so you're talking $8. But
yep.
normally it's freaking $20 for that. Holy
Yeah.
crap!
And honestly, for like hair quote premium skins, that's about the going rate for freemium games.
Well, we'd have to be playing a freemium game. Now, my question
True.
then is: this has to be why they're pushing up or getting ready to do operations. Finally, give some love to the on ground stuff, so that
Yeah.
people want to be looking pretty when they're running around. So they
Yeah,
start selling a bunch of this.
I also really want that chrome flight suit just because it looks so ridiculous.
Either the T1000.
Yeah.
So I like the vintage one. Looks like you're an old school
Old school
astronaut
astronaut.
or cosmonaut. Yeah.
I have some of that pack. Yeah, I didn't get the whole pack when I got that, but I got like the outer stuff.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, those are nice.
I wear my Halloween gear all the time. I wear the pumpkin head and the
Nice.
skeleton suit when I run
As you
around.
should.
Yes, you got to stand out. Don't want to blend in with the crowd for sure.
Yeah, but I want the strike combatant one. I want some of the pieces from the Nomad. There's some Wanderer jackets I want for different setups. Like there's a bunch of different things I want in this. So
The
I'm
plainsmen
definitely
look
going to be
cool.
taking advantage of the sale.
Yeah, I'm not. Not until they fix a few things for me. Then I'll reward them. I haven't not spending the arcs for a bit.
That's absolutely fair as well. Not gonna judge.
Yeah, yeah. So all right, so let's see. Discussion topic stuff. I'm curious. You listened to last week's show, right?
Yes.
Okay, okay. And actually, that's the truth. Actually, I kind of like it when you're not on the show.
Hey.
I'm gonna let that hang for a minute before I turn it into a compliment. Because you usually do your live watch reactions or live listen reactions in Discord as you're listening to the show, which is always entertaining and it gets some traffic going as you're commenting on things as you hear, and it's like, well, wait a minute, we talk about that a few minutes later, Mark. We clarify that.
You can always tell how much work is busy because of how long it goes between each section of the podcast as I'm commenting.
Yeah, exactly. And I have noticed that sometimes it takes you 3 hours to listen to an hour episode of the podcast. But,
yeah, I've been getting killed this week, man.
but that's always funny to watch because it's like we just recorded that and now you're commenting as though you're almost on the podcast in real time over stretched out. I don't know. I'm not going to say time travel. But I was asking about that as a segue. I'm sure you're the asshole who posted that video by what's his face?
Yeah,
Malaki? What's his name?
That was my fault. Yeah.
Okay,
By
what
Makashi.
Makashi. Yes, the whole thing we got into last week about time travel, blah blah blah. You posted that, and you put on your tinfoil hat pretty quick and ready to buy into
I was
everything this guy said.
100% in until Trax was able to slow me down and get me to actually think about it. And I'm like, no, yeah, Trax is right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, since last week's show, he did put out another video.
I have not watched the second one.
He does a lot of validating himself in that as him being right.
Dude.
And I try not to post on any social media type platforms, but I think technically you could consider the comment section of YouTube videos as social media kind of area. And I regret I posted in there and Trax posted in there. I think Jello Wiggler posted in there. A lot of us that are kind of following this posted in there because still there's no evidence that this is anything other than just a glitch. It's almost like the color. Yeah, everybody's hair is orange now. That proves that the Thargoids love the color orange, and we're all going to be turned orange eventually, which means that we're probably going to have to go back in time to run for president because the color orange. That's how far-fetched a lot of the conspiracy stuff is with this, because it's literally just changing the orrery. There's nothing else happening with this, and I hope that they acknowledge it's a bug at some point, but I have a feeling this is just going to be in the game forever. Did you have any thoughts on this whole time quirk?
I was amazed even at myself at how easy it was to convince myself and find patterns to support that, even though they don't really exist.
Give me an example.
You know what I mean?
What pattern did you know that drew you in?
The date they had mentioned, I went back in Galnet, like in the Galnet archive on Anara, went all the way back to 2015 and was searching around and found a bunch of things that happened back in 3301.
Well, guess what? He did the same thing and posts that in his second video.
Oh, no, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh, buddy.
Yep. So yeah, you might actually watch his video, so I could get your fun reactions to that. And
it might not be tonight, but I'll put it on my docket in my AKA what I'm going to watch tomorrow on YouTube while I'm working playlist.
Okay. Yeah. I want your job. I really do.
Yeah, I'll check it.
Okay. Okay, so you haven't followed it, but honestly, everybody, this is in game. Vote it up on the issue tracker if you can find
100%.
it. Just I'd love for it to be fixed and go away. Because the tinfoil hattery is fun if there's more than one tiny little quirk.
Yeah.
So let's get to the bottom of this that quickly. I don't know. I don't feel the greatest. We're gonna keep this show short, but I think we need to talk about the Type 11.
We do. I was completely 100% undoubtedly wrong about this ship. I freaking love it. It handles great. It looks cool. It makes mining just like a breeze. And like, I'm the type of miner that, like, when I go out there, I would always have like every single mining option. So no matter what, if I found something that was interesting, I'd be able to mine it, right?
Uh-huh.
And this ship just makes that even easier because I have both the abrasion blaster and mining laser in the one big cannon next to the cockpit. Um, which, by the way, is friggin' rad to watch fire.
Indeed, indeed, and it strips an asteroid super, super fast.
And straight up, I've had a couple pirates come up on me and then decide, nah, and just keep flying, even though I have stuff in my hold.
Really?
I haven't even had to deploy my fighter yet, but she's on board too.
Okay. Interesting.
And I
Interesting.
have a couple pulse laser turrets on the top and a multi cannon for, rounded
Ye-
out sake.
on that ship, you should not be using turrets. It's so twitchy and it turns so well and handles so well. There is no need to use turreted weapons. If you're not good with fixed, I get it, but at least go gimbaled because the
Yeah, I
turret
might.
you're just leaving damage on the table.
I will say, as a keyboard mouse user, so like my yaw is on A and D, right?
Hmm.
And the yaw on this ship is so dang strong that a lot of times I'm turning and I miss the target I'm turning for because I overturn it.
Mm.
Because I'm just not used to it turning that quick in other ships.
Yeah, no, it's honestly of all the ships, I mean, it's so twitchy. I mean, I used to think the Chieftain was like the twitchiest ship, and I obviously that Cobra Mark V is good and twitchy, for
Yeah,
sure.
oh,
But
yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
that's a small ship. You're talking, this mining ship. I wish that I could put more guns on it and turn it into a genuine combat ship. I know
I know,
Trax
right?
made a good stab at it, and I haven't heard his results out fighting in it. Because I think it would be a lot of fun. But as far as a miner goes, I mean, you missed the most important part about this ship, that freaking limpet collector.
What
I
does
mean,
that special limpet thing do?
you literally don't know.
No.
Like the most impressive part about that ship, that limpet controller can put out 14 limpets at a time. And the limpets, you know how if you target something and send out a limpet, the limpet travels at like 200 meters per second, right? But if you're
I don't have that limpet controller because I didn't know that was a thing. I had
oh
forgotten in the time
my
that had passed.
god. Yeah. So yeah, a single target limpets travel at like 200 meters per second.
Right, right, right. They're
if you're
pretty
if
slow.
you're if you're going after if you're not don't have something targeted and you're just vacuuming up everything with your limpets, a normal limpet controller is about 70 or 80. I don't know the number off the top of my head. I should have had that ready, but it's considerably slower.
Yeah, it is. It's pretty dang
Less
slow.
than half. This thing, uh, even multi collecting is like 160 or 170 meters per second.
Frick.
So it doesn't even slow down, all that much when you're multi collecting. You don't ever need to target something to get something. Well, you can get it a little bit faster by
Limpets
targeting
out there
something
with freaking
specific.
ping pong paddles just whacking the things back at the hole.
Yeah, it grabs stuff fast, and I mean, a lot of people don't even realize that limpets travel at two different speeds. If you target something, the limpet goes faster if it's going after one specific thing, and then the limpet dies when it brings it back, compared to if you're just hoovering and it'll just keep bringing stuff back and going back out. When you're talking 14 limpets traveling at that speed, I've been using this thing for search and rescue, collecting escape pods.
Oh,
I drop into these
absolutely. You'd be able to
power.
get the stuff in your hold before the freaking enemies warp in to
Exactly.
attack you.
That's the thing. You fly in on, like a threat 3 or a threat 4 power wreckage. You get like a black box, a couple
Mhm.
escape pods, some wreckage components, and you
Oh,
have
heck, I
all
need to
that
try that.
scooped up before they even get a shot or two off on you and you're back out. So you can collect, 100 escape pods an hour easily, probably more than that. And yeah, it's an impressive thing. And I can't even imagine, like, if you're going to go HGE farming, this would be the ship you'd use it on for sure. Because drop in, drop, you know, 10 limpets and it'll hoover everything up in, 30 seconds, and then you're back on to go find another type of, high grade a mission to collect. So yeah, that's the best part about that. You were mining without that?
I didn't know that was a thing. I'm gonna be
Wow.
completely honest, or if I did, I had completely forgotten in the time that had passed between this coming out and now.
Yeah, the beautiful limpet circle that's underneath your ship, circling, waiting for stuff to pick up, and it's almost like a reverse halo. It's just underneath you, just hovering there. It's impressive. And the other
Awesome.
thing, like you said, being able to do all the mining at the same time is with the volley repeater. That can laser mine for you. I've heard it also can shoot off the chunks when you open up a core.
Yeah, it's mining laser, it is abrasion blaster at the same
Yeah,
time.
I still
I
use the
kinda love that.
abrasion blaster when I'm doing it. I don't I like the mechanic of the abrasion blaster, but I think, firing up the Gatling gun might be a way to do it also, because I have done a fair bit of mining with it because it is fun. But you can have and the mining only slots, you can have everything in there, every mining tool there is. You can do all the different mining stuff, and then also have guns in a fighter. So you're not defenseless out there. You can go out if when you're heading to the ring, you don't have to be going out for a specific type of mining. You can decide when you get there what you're going to do.
Mhm.
And there's no need to ever put another mining laser on it. Actually, adding another mining laser other than the repeater will hurt your yield because the repeater knocks off the bigger chunks, whereas a normal mining laser doesn't. So a normal mining laser might help you strip the asteroid a little bit faster, but you're not going to be getting the big chunks from that mining laser. And even with the 14 limpet controller, you can't scoop up all those chunks faster than the repeater knocks the chunks off the rock. So it
Question, are the big chunks, are those basically like there's more of that thing in that thing?
correct.
Okay,
Correct.
that's what I thought.
Yeah. So if you're doing platinum, you're getting more platinum in each of those
Because I
chunks.
have seen those on the few asteroids that I've laser mined
The
while out
biggest
there.
the biggest trick though is being careful aiming the repeater, because you will blow up the bigger chunks and you will shoot your limpets.
I have
So
also noticed that, yes.
yes, so you need to be cautious on that. I just kind of do a slow rotation on the asteroid as I'm shooting. So I
So here's a fun thought I had while you were talking about the limpets, though.
yes,
Get a couple of your buddies in the ship with you, put a slightly bigger fighter bay in there so they both can use it. Put an operations limpet on here, and you've got yourself a nice little ship that can interdict people, steal the crap, and be gone before any help for them gets there.
yeah. I'm curious going pirating. I wonder if
I
tracks.
think that'd be worth trying as a group just to see.
Yeah, I mean that might be very interesting because I mean, with the speed of the limpets and the
Right?
fighter bay, and can you? I don't even know. Is there choices for the size of fighter bay in this, or is it just the one dedicated fighter
There
bay?
is the one dedicated, but if you leave that empty, you can put a size 6 in one of the other slots.
You
It
can't.
just only
Okay,
lets you have one fighter bay just because that's a mechanical limit on the game.
gotcha. I
So
did
you would
not
just have the
know.
empty size 5 fighter bay only thing, and you could put I believe you could put a size 6 elsewhere on it. Because when I was outfitting it, it gave me the option of my size 6, even though I was waiting for my size 5 to get there.
I'm actually gonna pull it up here on.
Yeah, I just got back to port. I'm trying as well.
Yeah, I'm not. Oh no, I am in game. But I'm going to see here. Where's the?
But yeah,
Make
it's
sure I
just
put it in
it's
there.
blown me away with how good at doing what it does it is, while also still being able to do other things just in a different way.
Yeah, well, it's the first, sure, we have the Explorer ship, the Caspian
Oh yeah.
Explorer. We've got other ships named Explorers, but they're all basically kind of multi-use ships. I mean, the Caspian, they did add the neutron, the extra distance on neutron boosting and not taking damage while neutron boosting, which is a cool feature, but it's a traveler, not an explorer. It
Right.
may sound like semantics, but it really is. As far as it can get you from point A to point B faster than any other ship in the game, but it's not necessarily the best explorer in the game. From places you can land and
Hmm.
things like that. There's other ships that can do things better, but this is the first one that it really is kind of a focus. You can use this for other things, but this is hands down the best ship for mining. It's not even close. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, it doesn't have quite the cargo of like for laser mining of the cutter,
Oh, who cares? That kind
for
of mining
example.
is boring.
Well, yeah, but this thing is the best at laser mining. You
Mm.
can still hold 300 cargo in it and laser mine the shit out of whatever you want
Yeah,
to. So
it is more than adequate.
yeah, yeah, it's not more than adequate. It's hands down the best. It's not even close, and you can still fight stuff off. And I think that they did a good job, and that's where you were railing against this thing a little bit to begin with. Was you hated the idea that it was a specialized ship, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And then at some point in the last month or so, I remembered that when I played EVE Online, basically all of their ships are specialized. Like you don't get
Mhm.
the versatile do anything ship. If this ship is a battleship, it's a battleship. You could put smaller guns on it, but why the frick would you?
Yeah,
And I was like, well, why am I railing against this? And that's when I finally gave in and got the T11. And yeah, I was wrong, straight up.
yeah. Well, every ship in this game is multi-use at the end of the day. It's just
Mm.
how you can specialize it by how you outfit it. I mean, I find it hilarious. The Type 11 was out, and you bought the Caspian for arcs, and you were out mining in the Caspian.
Yes, yes,
So
I was.
the ship that they put out as an explorer, you decided to mine with, while the ship that they put out as a miner, you didn't even own. And I'm like, my head is going to explode, Mark. What is wrong with you?
I don't do that on purpose, I swear.
Yeah, don't
Okay,
you?
sometimes on purpose. I will admit to that. Sometimes.
Okay, but yeah, no, it definitely definitely interesting that you made that choice. But I'm glad that you've come around to accept the fact that a specialized ship is not a bad thing.
No, it seriously isn't. The way they did it was absolutely the right way to do it, and I am a fan.
Yeah, and I'm just surprised how fun it is to fly. It is just a
It
fun.
feels twitchy while also feeling heavy, and I don't know how they pulled that off.
Yeah,
But it makes me mad. I'm like, why is that so good?
how
Stop
does it
that.
how does it air quote feel heavy? I don't understand that. To me, feeling heavy is like the cutter that takes forever to stop feels heavy, or the
So
Panther Clipper.
it
This
start
thing,
like so take yaw as an example. It starts off really fast, but when you let go of it, it's able to just keep going for a minute. Not too much, but like just enough. At least on
okay.
keyboard and mouse,
I
it
mean, see,
feels good.
if, flying FA off, I don't notice that because we have to counter you know, every motion, or it just keeps going. So I don't
Right,
know if
that's
I'm
fair.
adjusting more or less. So that you're saying that there's a drift in the yaw when you're going, it doesn't stop right away for you.
It well, try it on mouse and keyboard sometime if your A and D are just the default
Yeah, I'm not.
binding.
I'm not going to do that.
Well, okay. Well, I'm just saying, you'd
Yeah,
feel it.
no, that's yeah, nah, nah. With what I have invested in flight sticks, no, I'm not. I'm not going to be flying on mouse and keyboard. Occasionally fly on controller on the Steam Deck, but
Right, right, of course.
that's just being lazy. Yeah, I will never play this game on mouse and keyboard, even though supposedly that's supposed to be the best way for um, PvP and stuff like that. But I still don't buy it.
Yeah, I don't know if it is or isn't. I don't believe them either because I'm mouse and keyboard and I have such a hard time keeping up with PvP.
Yeah, PvP, so much fun.
It is
I don't
fun.
know. What
I
else you
agree.
want to talk about? What else you got?
Other than gushing over the T11, that's basically all I got. Because that's all I've
Gotcha.
been flying for the last week and a half.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Yeah, I've been back in my Cobra Mark V.
Noise.
Yeah, I've been landing on planets and
How's
been
that been
doing
treating you?
stuff. It's the best ship in the game, in my opinion. So I absolutely love that ship. So it's fun to be back flying that. And I changed the loadout a little bit, so I need to get some combat in to play with it. But
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun.
I've got a brawler kind of set up on my Cobra Mark V right now that I actually really enjoy.
Okay, what makes it a brawler? I think
The
every Cobra Mark V is a brawler, but what do you got?
yeah, but like this is a like get right in the freaking mosh pit and start hitting people type brawler. It's got G5 rapid fire cannons
You don't
on
need to
the
say
two.
G5. Let's just
Okay, fine.
assume everything is fully engineered.
Well, this is it. Well, yeah. We'll just assume
Okay.
everything is G5. It has rapid fire cannons underneath with oversized shells, and all across the top are double shot frags with screening shell.
Okay. Okay.
Takes down the shields fast and just makes modules go bye-bye. It's freaking hilarious.
I see that. I'd enjoy fighting that. But
Yeah.
we haven't fought in a while, so we'll
No,
have
we
to
haven't.
do
We'll
that.
have to.
Uh,
T11 duel.
oh, there we go. I'm game for that. You're mentioning the Cobra, but I'd love to dueling Type 11s at
Honestly,
dawn.
a T11 duel might come down to whose fighter pilot is better.
Ooh, then I'm in big trouble. But
Right?
I don't think that's what it'll come down to.
Mine, I believe, is dangerous, so she's up there.
Yeah, my guy's novice. No, I think he just got competent. Yeah, it was novice. I got
Nice.
him to competent the other day. I went bounty hunting. I actually went bounty hunting just specifically to get him one rank because I hadn't had a pilot in a while, and having him as novice just seemed, I don't know.
Like a waste.
Yeah, I was thinking in character, if you're Chig's fighter pilot, can you really be novice? I don't think that fits. I think get sick of being yelled at all the time.
I imagine he's just been sitting at a desk for like 6 months, just waiting, and then the order comes in, and he's like, "Oh, frick! I got it. Where's my suit?"
Yeah, yeah. And his name is Long Johnson, by the way.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, yeah. It's actually, I think his first name is Johnson Long, but I like to go with Long Johnson.
Nice.
I get the
Works
big
for
dick
me.
pilot. Yep.
My fighter pilot is the same name as my wife, spelled exactly the same way. So yeah, we're just a married couple in space at this point.
Gotcha.
That's the role play.
There you go. Gross. I mean, wait, what?
What? No.
Yeah. I don't know.
If you
I
want
don't have
details,
anything.
get the fanfiction.net. No, I'm just kidding.
You guys have your own OnlyFans page.
No. No.
Lots of strange shit with carrots. I don't even.
Oh my gosh, no. Stop talking.
I don't know how to stop talking. All right. So, only announcement I have is the Family Feud, or I think in England they call it Family Fortune. What a dumb name. But it's Battle of the Podcasts. We're going against Lave Radio and oh so friendly Family Feud type thing.
Who are
Psychic
we sending
has
over there? Do you
uh,
know?
I believe it's going to be me, Frax, Daxi, me, Trex, Daxi. I think Roy, me, Trex. Who else is on the show? Oblivious. I think we're sending. I'm
Nice.
trying to remember who Lave Radio said on air. I wanted to make sure that I named all the right people. We had to pick 5 people. We can't get everybody over there. So
To be
that's
fair, not bringing me to that was probably the right decision.
well, we need commentary from you after the fact or
Yes,
during.
absolutely.
I think it would be the
You'll
smart
get
way
the
of
live
doing it.
tweet. Yeah.
And that's Saturday the 28th is when that's live streamed. I think oh God, don't quote me. I think it's 1 o'clock our time. I don't know. We have the info on the Discord here somewhere, and
Yes.
Lave Radio has the info, and I'm sure we'll be plugging it more. And they were still looking for people to do the questionnaire. There's a link on our Discord once again that you can go or find it on Lave Radio. Psychit is running this show, so everything goes to her. And if for those that don't know what Family Feud is, I don't know what hole you've been living in.
I know, right?
For the last
But
50
to prevent
years,
being spammed, the way Psychit is doing that is you fill out a form with your contact info, and then Katiana or Psychit herself or one of her other minions, I'm not sure who, will get in touch with you with the link to the actual survey. That's to prevent getting spammed, because after all, this is the elite community, and we're all basically memes at this point, let's be honest.
100%. Meme people playing a meme game in meme
Against
space.
the English memes.
Yes. So it'll be fun. I think we'll make the best of it, and it's for charity. It's for special effects. I believe they make accessible.
For
make gaming accessible for
PC,
people,
console,
things,
whatever you can think of. I've actually donated to special effects a few times. They're a fantastic group of people. What they're doing is really important work, and it really brings just more people to gaming in general, and that's just awesome. So if you can support them, do so.
Yes, 100%. So that's coming up, and I don't know, any other community stuff we should shout out?
That's all I got.
I mean, we mentioned Lave Radio. I think Alec Turner is doing a bunch of races out there with Distant Worlds 3. So it's basically turning into a race adventure. Oh yeah, they're doing different races and planets and stuff. There's actually a new somebody made a funny little news article about how they're littering all these pristine worlds throughout the galaxy with broken down SRVs and crashed spaceships. So they're
that's fantastic.
They're out there littering. It's good stuff. Yeah. So that's
I love that.
That's what Alec Turner, to bold to go where no man has gone before and promptly crash SRVs all over the surface. So
100%.
So, but yeah, so I think that I'd love to come up with more stuff to talk about, but I think I'm going to actually go to bed.
Yeah, go for it. I got this wrap up, man.
Oh, do it.
So all 3 listeners out there, if you want to visit our Discord, feel free to go to loosescrewsed.com. That's loosescrewsed.com. There you can find our Discord link. You can also join us on Patreon, where 100% of all the money that goes into the community goes right back into the community. So for myself and Commander Chig, because we just kept pinballing in between who's hosting, this has been the Loose Screws Podcast. Y'all have a good night. Say bye, Chig.
Bye, Chig.